Hi, everyone. I'm here with Heather, owner of Canyon River Spa, and she is so awesome. I just wanted to pick her brain and talk to her about being a female business owner in this community and also just what she loves about the community. So, hi, Heather. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so excited to talk to you.
Yeah,
So,
me too. Welcome to my bedroom office.
COVID things.
Yeah, so fun.
So, what's it like being a female entrepreneur in the Bozeman community?
It's getting better. So
Maine.
yeah, I would say 13 years ago when I was starting this, my husband was in the military and he was deployed. So I had a new baby and I was home with the baby and I don't know, I think I got lonely just like I'm a massage therapist. So I was in a massage room all day and I'd come home to a baby that couldn't talk and, back and forth, just like no real interaction with anybody. And so I built the spa and it was very difficult with the getting financial help, having them take me seriously. Like I went through 3 different banks because they were like, well, if it doesn't work out, we won't be able to really, like, the spa stuff isn't worth anything to us. So we just, we wouldn't do it. And so it was kind of a struggle to get people to believe in me at that time. But now I'm really love what's going on in Bozeman. I think there's a lot of help with Prospera. I think there's a lot of, just women's groups and Sky Oro and a lot of women entrepreneurs that are like connecting on their own and helping each other out. And so I, a lot of the time I think, wow, if I'd had this help in this like community, I didn't know about the extra kind of resources and financial help. I mean, I just kind of did it by myself and through like, I guess I kind of call it like shotgun, like what works and what doesn't. And it was like trial by fire. So it was expensive way to learn, but
And
that part's getting better. Yeah. It's like, so that part's, I guess, feeling more supported and having more knowledge of what's available has made it a lot easier.
well, and I feel like you're kind of a great example of what's possible.
Oh, thank you.
It's true.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I enjoy it. It's had a lot of, ups and downs like everybody has. You go into it with this like, oh, it's gonna be a spa and so relaxing and then it's like real life and you have to pay bills and things happen and so but yeah, I love it and I really love, especially I actually liked the COVID situation in a positive pivot way. It really, I had time to think about where I wanted to go. And so I think that I know it was hard and it was obviously hard having kids and being home and all that and 35 employees, but I was trying to like look at it in a way of, where can I go next and how can I figure things out with this new reality that we have?
Totally an opportunity for growth and expansion
Yeah,
is changing.
yes, definitely. And like just pivoting with marketing and trying to connect with small business owners. That's what I really focused on during the shelter in place was how can I support the community and bring bring light to small businesses so that people understand that when you spend money here it really helps our community because it stays here.
Totally.
And so, finding ways to like bring light to that was like just my main goal over the whole shelter in place time.
And I think you did a great job. You had so many cool little campaigns going on. It was awesome.
It kind of took on a whole beast of its own. It was not what I had planned in the beginning was with my stimulus money, I had planned that I would use my stimulus money to go back into the community by buying gift certificates and then having one per day. And I figured like this whole shelter in place thing was just going to be like 3 or 4 weeks. So, I met a budget of like, I'm going to do $100 a day. And then, I'll put it on Instagram and it brings someone joy that gets it. And then it brings, spotlight to the small business. And then it was like, kept going longer. And my husband's like, okay, well, like this can't go on forever. This $100 a day, your stimulus check was not enough for that. And so it was like, Okay. And then people started reaching out and they wanted to be a part of it and they wanted to donate. And so we, collaborated. And so it did definitely turn into something way more than I expected. I was like, oh yeah, this will be super fun for a couple weeks. And it became this whole huge campaign where it was awesome. I mean, I was really excited that so many people were super interested in it.
Well, what a great way to like connect with new people too.
Oh, totally. Yeah. There's so many people that reached out and I didn't even know about their business or hadn't been in their business. And so through like collaborating with them, then now I'm, shopping there and it was great.
That's awesome. So to pivot the conversation,
Yeah.
what are your top faves about the Valley?
So from a business standpoint or like personal?
Both.
Um, I love the support of raising children here. We moved around a lot when I was little, and so I was born in Kalispell, lived in Phoenix, lived in Seattle, lived in Billings, and then came to MSU after I graduated high school, and I have stayed here. But I think seeing all those other examples of living in a like kind of a more city area with crime and gangs and bullying and everything, it was pretty extreme that I saw. And so for me, it's just such a nice, I know there's still things here, but on the scale, it's so much smaller. And so I really like that. I love the support of the small business community, like the people, always really making it top of their mind to support small businesses when they can. Let's see. Obviously, I think it's beautiful. I'm not a winter favorite though, so right now I'm super happy. I'm kind of sunburned, and I love being in the sun, every day. But in the winter, my kids ski and my husband snowmobiles, and I'm always like, okay, I hate this, and I should have built a spa in Hawaii or something. Like, why did I build a spa here? But it's just it's worth it in the summer to go through the winter. Plus, my family likes it.
Spa
So
number 2 in Hawaii.
oh yeah, I know. That's next on my list. No.
Great.
And then let's see. So am I at 4 or 5? I would say the other thing is the culture of having arts and entertainment and a lot of artists, and just having that culture in town is really exciting. And I am a big supporter of kind of like gay rights and equality. And so that movement of seeing how it's gone since I first moved here, of that community growing, I think is really important for my children to be exposed to that and to grow up learning that, that about equality and about differences. And because I was pretty sheltered in a couple of areas, and then I went straight to the big city. So it was really, really hard on me going to, seeing an African American person when I lived in Kalispell to moving to Phoenix was crazy for me and just a culture shock. And I don't want that for my children. So I like that there's a more diverse community coming out, and then there's a lot of culture and differences that they can learn about.
Yeah, I think that's awesome too. Even in Livingston
Yeah.
is getting, much more cultured than
Right.
podunk days.
Yes. Yeah. And I love just like the farmers markets and all the support of organic farming. And, you can actually call somewhere and they will deliver, fresh produce or beef that was raised here in the Valley. And so I love all of that kind of focused on just, it's growing, but it feels like a small town, even though it's growing rapidly. So I like that.
Yeah. And then lastly, what's like a fun tidbit that we should know either about you or your business?
Ooh. I am a crazy plant lady. So if you've been to if you've been to the spa, you've probably got a kind of a hint, especially the new spa. I think maybe there's about 40 plants there. But here at my house, I have over 150.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so you can see like there's a few over there, and then I have like 6 here and probably 12 in this area in my bathroom, and then downstairs is a jungle. And my husband's like, "Where is this plant gonna go?" And I'm like, "Hey, you can move out, and then there'll be more room. So if you wanna,
Oh
if I
my,
had to choose between my husband and my plants."
so funny. I'm the notorious plant killer.
Oh no. Okay. Well, then I can send you some tidbits on, like, I'm getting all my friends and staff like really hard to kill plants and just kind of getting them started. And that's what everybody gets from me for like a housewarming gift, or if they move into a new apartment, everybody gets plants from me. And I sent out, I think, about a dozen plants over COVID too to people. It's like
Oh,
plants are, they're fun and friends. You can make friends with them. And
you're so sweet.
so that I think a lot of people know that about me, but I don't think they know the extreme till they like actually come to my house.
It's so funny. I love it. I love it. I need that. I need help because I always buy these crazy plants that I can't keep alive for 2 months.
Yeah. So you got to start. There's like probably about a half dozen that are really hard to kill. I mean, even my staff have not killed them, and they've been in the spa for 10 or 12 years. That's how old they are, and they're still alive. And yeah, and I also know all the ages of my plants. So that's kind of a little bit of fun.
Gosh.
I know it's a little, so I tag myself all the time on Instagram as like the crazy plant lady. And about every week you'll see something about plants on the Instagram.
I've never noticed, but now I'll notice.
Yeah, you'll have to take a look. And then I guess a lot of people don't know that I have kids. Um, I think, I don't know. I used to not share anything about my kids because I felt like it was business and I wanted to keep my personal life really separate. But that would be one thing that I think would be important for people to know about growing their Instagram and growing um, their image in the community, is that the more vulnerable you become and the more you show yourself and your personality and your family, or pets or whatever it is, I think that's where the relationship is possible. And so then there's trust. So if it just looks like all I'm showing you every single day is Aveda and hair and perfect world and everything looks perfect, and here's my perfect meal, and then I just feel like obviously that works for some people and that's what they're after, but for the majority of like my clientele and my friends and family and my team is just to be real. And like these are real things happen. Try to stay positive, but there's days that I just want to stay in bed and that things go wrong. And but yeah, a lot of people don't know I have kids, so I started sharing that I had 3 little girls. And so that's definitely kind of a balance of, I missed out on a lot of things when they were really little. And I feel like now I'm really working on the balance between work and home and not missing out on it so much. So,
It's a juggle for sure.
oh yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Thank you for bringing attention to that too, because I love when people are authentic and real,
Right.
you know?
hmm Yeah, I just, yeah, and I'm a huge bookworm. So over the years, just reading more about vulnerability and, following a lot of authors that talk about that. And it really worked. It like really helped people kind of, like you said, we have never met, but it helps people like kind of know me that don't even know me. So that when they meet me, they kind of have an understanding of like at least what my business, what's important to me, and what it's like kind of a little bit in the day to day at the spa. So
Totally. They feel connected because you're being real. So
yeah,
they're real with you.
right. Yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Heather. It was so nice to talk to you and hear your thoughts about, everything. I feel like we covered a lot. And
Yeah,
just
well, I'm also a talker, so I might not have let you ask all your questions.
no, you're great. And your spa is beautiful. I was there yesterday. And so everybody needs to go and check it out and get an awesome massage, treatment, all the things.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that we remodeled and it's a different spa than it was last year. So,
Well, we're so comfortable. I did not want to leave. We had planned a hike, or else I would have stayed all day, like spa, spa. I would have done all the things.
oh yeah, yeah. When during COVID, it was like steam sauna, sit in the, then go back and steam sauna again with my kids.
Right. Totally, so comfortable. Well,
Yeah,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you for having me. It was an honor. It's nice to meet you.
You too.
Thanks.